When mentioning dolphins, many people might think of a cute, friendly animal. Indeed, this image will soon be shattered, as I will discuss their darker side. Dolphins are not only the animals with the most intense sexual lives in the world, but in terms of mating, they leave no one out. Naturally, even the wildest animals in the wild are part of this, as food, love, and mating are essential for the survival of their species. Below are some somewhat blush-worthy but incredibly fascinating facts about the sexual lives of animals, which will certainly amaze humans. Let's dive in. Antinus Mouse. The Antinus Mouse is the master of wild, explosive mating sessions. The high levels of testosterone constantly flowing through the males cause immense hormone stress, making them aggressive and frenzied. The males will mate non-stop for 2 weeks, with each session lasting up to 14 hours. This extreme mating behavior takes a heavy toll on their internal organs and immune system, making them highly susceptible to disease. These mice typically die right after mating, without even getting a chance to see their mate again. Scientists call this suicidal reproduction. The lesson here: too much of anything is not good. Honeybee. Honeybees have their own explosive mating rituals, but in the literal sense. Their sole purpose is to mate with the queen bee, and they only get one chance in their entire life. During mating, their reproductive organs tear apart, and their testicles explode. Afterward, the male dies, and the queen bee continues to live. It's truly a one brief moment of glory before it ends, which perfectly sums up the life of a male honeybee. Squid. Squid may not be the most alluring creatures, but they have some of the most intriguing mating habits. Squids can glow and use sharp rings to pierce their mate's body. Some squids even have the ability to change sex, transforming into females when necessary, a strategy that allows them to more easily find mates. This gender-switching tactic ensures they can continue to reproduce without being detected. Shortbeaked Didda. The shortbeaked echidna, one of the few remaining species of spiny anteaters, is covered in stiff, sharp quills. They have a specialized tongue for catching prey at lightning speed. During mating season, however, things get a bit intense. When two males compete for a female, the males can engage in prolonged, competitive mating. The male's reproductive organ can be 1.4 times the length of its body, which is a remarkable and somewhat intimidating fact about this species. Barnacle. Barnacles are small creatures that are immobile for their entire lives, attaching themselves to rocks or other surfaces. Despite their seemingly helpless nature, they have a fascinating reproductive system. Since they cannot move, male barnacles release sperm to fertilize females nearby. Though they remain stationary, their reproduction strategy works efficiently, showing that even immobile creatures can find ways to reproduce. Seal. Seals may appear cute and cuddly, but beneath their charming exterior lies a violent sexual behavior. Male seals, especially elephant seals, have an overwhelming sexual drive, leading to aggressive and brutal mating tactics. The males will often forcefully overpower females, sometimes crushing their skulls with their jaws during mating. In some extreme cases, the females may die from the pressure, but the males continue their relentless pursuit of mating. 7. Dolphins. When it comes to dolphins, many people immediately picture a cute, friendly animal, often seen in rescue missions or performing tricks at theme parks. However, that image will crumble when I mention the darker side of them. If we consider the addiction to mating, dolphins would definitely top the list. They don't just engage with inanimate objects but also hook up with other species. At times, dolphins have been involved in some tragic stories that can be found in newspapers. Sometimes, they are the inspiration for movies about mysterious creatures, not other animals. Particularly, male dolphins can ejaculate in just about 12 seconds. Quite a record, right? 8. Lions. Lions, the kings of the jungle, have inspired countless stories. They are also champions when it comes to the frequency and duration of mating. Impressive, right? Their mating frequency is extremely high, lasting between 20 to 45 days and can go up to 86 times a day. To conceive a lion cub, the parents may have to mate up to 3,000 times. However, after all this, lions tend to sleep for about 20 hours a day to recover and prepare for the next battle. They must be exhausted. 9. Coleopters. Beetles have a very different way of reproducing, but when it comes to mating, they are particularly unique. The male has extremely sharp genitalia, which causes the female to be injured during mating. Researchers have found that the males with the largest, sharpest genitalia are the ones that help produce the most offspring. Although the females know that mating with the males will be painful, they are still driven by the urge for closeness. When the female loses interest, mating decreases, but at this point, they become more insatiable than ever. 10. Snails. Snails are hermaphrodites, meaning they have both male and female reproductive organs. As a result, they must compete with one another during the mating process. Their genitalia are hidden behind their bodies, but to mate, they engage in a battle of shooting love darts at each other. These darts are mostly made of calcium and do not contain sperm, but they serve to help the snail receive sperm more efficiently. While some victims are hit in the eyes or brain, they survive, and after a while, they carry eggs. After watching the video, were you surprised and had your image of some animals being cute and friendly shattered? If you have any additional thoughts, feel free to leave a comment. And remember, always be gentle, as sometimes being too forceful isn't the best. If this is your first time visiting the channel, give us a like and hit the bell so you don't miss any future videos. See you next time.